Who was most likely to experience debt shaming in the 1950s? Have you ever wondered how debt was viewed in the 1950s? The social stigma associated with debt during this time was quite pronounced, but it was not felt equally by everyone. Let's take a closer look at who faced the harshest judgment for their financial struggles. In the 1950s, the United States experienced significant economic growth after World War II. Many families were eager to buy homes, cars, and appliances, often relying on credit to make these purchases. Access to credit was expanding, especially for middle and upper-class families who saw borrowing as a means to invest in their future. They viewed debt as a stepping stone to achieving the American dream, which included home ownership and education. However, the picture was different for lower-income individuals and families. For them, debt was often seen as a sign of financial failure or poor money management. The social stigma in these communities was much harsher. When someone in a lower socioeconomic group borrowed money, it was frequently associated with personal shortcomings. This could lead to judgment and criticism from their peers, making the experience of debt shaming more acute. In lower-income neighborhoods, financial struggles were often visible. This visibility made it easier for others to pass judgment. The fear of being seen as irresponsible or unsuccessful loomed large. Access to credit was also more limited for these individuals, which compounded the stigma. Borrowing money was less normalized in these communities, making it a riskier endeavor socially. On the flip side, middle and upper-class families experienced debt in a different light. For them, borrowing was generally accepted and even encouraged. It was a common part of life that was linked to success and financial stability. The culture of the time emphasized conformity and responsibility, and being debt-free was often seen as a marker of personal integrity. Media narratives of the 1950s reinforced negative views of debt when associated with lower-income individuals. The fear of bankruptcy was prevalent, as it was considered a serious moral and social failure. This cultural backdrop created a clear divide in how debt was perceived across different social classes. In summary, lower-income Americans were the most likely to experience debt shaming in the 1950s. They faced stronger social judgment and had limited access to credit, making their financial struggles more visible and stigmatized. In contrast, middle and upper classes viewed debt as a normal part of financial life, reflecting the era's broader values around success and conformity.